Alright then guys, what is up? I'm AsgardsChamp. Welcome to episode 28 of my playthrough for Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. It's been another week, I think, since I played this, so I do apologise for the lack of attention this game's getting. I've been playing a bit more Three Kingdoms this week. I think I missed one day as well, again, work commitments, such as life, I guess. Anyway, as it's been about another week, I just need to have a quick recap again as to kind of what's going on here. So, I think Guthfrid's army was up here. We were going to try and get onto land to attack these guys, so we're not going to do it from the sea, because these guys suffer from seasickness, which makes them fight like poo. We've got a few armies over here on the mainland of Ireland. Let's have a look who we got. Yeah, that's right, I think we beat this army of Guthfrid at the end of the last episode. So we need to finish those guys off and then besiege this settlement, which I remember having a massive garrison. Yeah, we can't exactly see what it is, but it looks like a full stack, so I was going to send kind of both of these guys to attack it. We then have Fury of Tyr over this side, and they were going to head down, take this settlement here, and start moving down the kind of western, well, I guess the western coast of Ireland. We need to try and unite our front, though, if we're going to do this properly, so that we head down and we're, reducing the risk of them getting around us, I guess. And once all of Ireland has been taken, which obviously won't be this episode, it's going to take a little while. Once that's done, then we need to drive the Anglo-Saxons out of Ireland, and I guess go attack them over here as well. It's a long-term plan anyway, which we've obviously been talking about quite a lot, but we will get to do that eventually. So I think for now, I believe we're at the, it looks like we might be at the beginning of an episode actually. Let's have a look. Maybe not, maybe we're at the end of the episode. I don't really remember. Looks like most of these armies have moved though, so we'll check on them in a second. Before we do that, let's just check on these things. So low public order, again, that's been a kind of a recurring theme throughout this campaign. Risk of rebellion as well in a few places. I wonder if there's any buildings. Oh, we've already started making buildings over here to increase public order, so that's fine. What about in North Mercia? I think North Mercia is a bit of a tricky one because we only actually have one settlement, which means that we're kind of at the behest of these guys who own the rest of it. So there's not much we can do there. And this one, which is over here in the north, again, we only own, I think, 2 of the settlements, so again, it's kind of tricky for us to really do anything about it, but we are in the process of taking this one as well. What's the garrison like over here, actually? Let's have a look. Okay, so not an insignificant garrison, and we've obviously only got this army to deal with it. Didn't actually... I wonder if I've forgotten about that, maybe, because that seems like something I'm not going to be able to deal with, but I guess we'll have to get them onto land first of all, and... maybe get out of reinforcement range, so out of this this sort of area of influence here of this this city, and raid or something like that, and draw them out, get them to attack me. We'll think of something. And as well as that, then Rick Siege has skills available, probably from a battle maybe that we fought at the end of the last episode. With him being a general, Quartermaster might be a good one. Gives him a bit more campaign movement range. He's definitely loyal enough right now. Pillager's not going to really help him. No, let's give him Quartermaster. I think that's a good one to go for. Alright, so for this turn then, let's just have a quick check on the armies that we've got. So there's Ragnald. Okay, yep, Ragnald over here. That's right, we were besieging this settlement, so I think this is Hayden, I believe, was the faction. That's right, Hayden. They were the ones who sprung up over here, attacked us, and I think this army of Ragnald is the one that I'm going to kind of leave over here to defend the coast, at least the northern coast, and we need to send them to take this settlement as well when they get a chance. So let's actually not forget about this. This might be something we can fight at the end of this turn here before we get stuck into this episode, I guess. And with these guys, I guess we chase these the army of Guthfrid down, or the Irish Viking, should I say. Finish them off. Nice. Alright, so hardly lost... Well, didn't lose any men, actually. Perfect. And I guess we move them a bit closer just so that next turn we want to try and besiege this settlement as quickly as we can, given that it's got a huge garrison, and I don't want them bringing an army up to help out as well. So both of these guys need to head down there as soon as possible. I think that's everyone moved for this turn then. We just need to deal with Ragnald and this siege. Yeah, so it looks like you need to wait one more turn. So next turn we'll be able to probably auto-resolve this one. That's fine. Let's end the turn there then. Alright, so we've got a little event here. I think we've had it before, but I'll read through it anyway. So, truly a lion among men. This man is a living example for others to follow. If only every one of your retainers was so strong, then all your problems would melt away, like the setting sun at the end of a long day. So, a couple of options here. Celebrate our heroes, which gives everyone morale for 6 turns, +3. Or we take the public order, which is also +3 for 6 turns. I'm actually going to take the public order in between turns there. We've had another rebellion, which I'll show you in a second. The public order will help out. Okay, so we've got another Viking raid. It looks like it's arriving at the south of Britannia, so that's perfect. They don't concern us. I feel like the next raid is probably going to concern us, but we'll see. Traits gained, nothing bad. These guys have got some influence, but that's okay. I think we, while we're here, let's just get this siege over and done with. Because this army is probably going to be the one I have to send over to quell this rebellion that's just sprung up. Well, that's fine, I'll show you that in a second. Cool. Lost a few men. I'll let them replenish before we move them on. We will occupy and take the replenishment from there as well. Hopefully next turn they'll be ready to get moving. That's Hayden dealt with as well. They were a bit of a thorn in our side, but that's them dealt with now. Now we've got a few buildings which need repairing. Let's get those done straight away. And yeah, cool. So we've got low public order, a couple of places again. It's fine. Not concerned about that anymore. Just have to deal with it. So it was Stornock Way over here where we've got the rebellion. So they've taken the settlement and probably going to grow that force somewhat. Now, I guess a couple of options that I have is, I guess, first of all, we can send Guthfrid once he's ready. Other option would be to send Ragnald next turn. Anyway, let's get him on land for now, Guthfrid. He's out of the influence of this particular settlement, so they won't get there. They won't be able to reinforce. We can't raid this turn. Hopefully we'll do it next turn. We do need to keep an eye on these guys though. Looks like they've moved out onto the sea here. To the ocean. Yeah, don't want them sneaking in behind me somewhere because a lot of my territories up here are undefended. Wonder if it's actually worth keeping the giant slayers up here just in case they do decide to move against me. They would be useful to kind of come down here and help the Fury of Tyr, but I feel like probably more use keeping them in defence at the moment. Tell you what, we'll leave them exactly where they are for now. Yeah, leave them where they are for now, and then they can kind of react. If this army doesn't move any further south, then we can move them off. That's fine. Let's just check the other armies here. All right, let's just get everyone across this river. I wonder if... No, so I think if we were to besiege this now, this army would not be within range. However, no, I think they would. You know what, let's do it. Let's get them besieged. Yeah, we've got both the armies here. Perfect. So, I think for now, let's just get siege equipment made and maintain the siege. Perfect. Similar thing with Fury of Tyr, we want to get them moving. I wonder what the best way to go is. We could... No, we should probably head over to the west first and take this settlement. Yeah, this one looks like another big settlement. Probably got another big garrison. Yeah, fairly sizable. Because Ireland's been kind of left on their own for so long, they've obviously managed to invest lots of money into all these cities. Which is fine. Let's check who else we've got. Okay, we're leaving him where he is. Yeah, that's everyone. So I think probably ready to just end the turn here. Although I do have a little bit of money, so as usual, I might just spend a few minutes building some buildings up. I'm going to focus around the kind of border between ourselves and the Anglo-Saxons, just for any future wars. I guess the first thing I could do here is get Great Hall built in Manchester. Got the garrison as well, however, cost us a little bit of money and food, although saying that we've got a lot of money and food at the moment. Let's actually just make the settlement bigger. We get a bigger garrison from that anyway. And I think it'll probably make us a little bit more money as well. And where else have we got? So Lincoln. I've actually got another building slot here. A garrison is probably the best thing to do, given that it's kind of right on the coast. You know what, let's do it. Let's get a garrison in there as well. Awesome. Right, we'll end the turn there. Alright then, so another event. More than you bargained for. Again, I think we've seen this one already. I think we've seen most of the events, but all the showy grandstanding you have undertaken is making your neighbours, friends and rivals alike justifiably nervous. Expect there to be consequences when it comes time to talk of treaties. So major diplomatic penalty towards all other factions for 6 turns. Not great, because we obviously don't want the Anglo-Saxons going to war with us preemptively before we're ready for it. If they decide to dislike us a little bit, they might do that. I would hope not, given that they're at war with some of the Irish factions. But we'll see. Leifwein's become insane, which drops a few things here. It's unfortunate, but nothing I can do. I've got skills available. One of our governors here, let's give him... He's way up in the north, so no need to give him siege engineer, I wouldn't have thought. He's loyal enough, he's got enough influence as it is as well. I think we just put a point into forager, given that food's dropped a little bit. Income's gone up nicely though, which is good. Probably get another army out soon, that might help us kind of get through Ireland a bit quicker maybe. Although having the money has been quite nice, being able to kind of upgrade all these buildings helps us with food and money as well. Anyway, we will come back to that in a second. Now, with the Death Givers here, let's get them moving. I want to take them over to Thurso there as quickly as possible. And did not realise that I just sent them over the land. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to kind of sail them over, land them, and then move across. Alright, well, never mind. Next turn I'll get them onto the water and we'll just sail right round to Thurso. And then from there over to this settlement, Stornock Way. That's fine. These little annoyances happen, but there it is. Okay, now I think we raid them. Make us a little bit of money. Hopefully draw this army out into an attack against us. Hopefully. We'll see. They look like they've got quite a few skirmishers. They definitely have some cav and some strong units. Hopefully we can deal with them. And I know that Thorshammer, Guthfrid's force, is quite strong as well, so should be okay. I would have thought. Rick Siege then, down in Ireland. Yeah, so these guys are besieging this settlement. I think we can probably auto-resolve this one. Yeah, got a massive advantage because there's 2 armies there, so let's get that one auto-resolved. Cool. Occupy that as well. Don't liberate it, sorry. And that's giving Uhtred some level him up rather. Let's give him a point into Quartermaster. And we also have damaged buildings over here now as well. We should probably get those fixed as soon as, even though it's going to cost me a little bit. That's fine. Definitely worth it. Because I believe it hurts your income when you've got damaged buildings like that. So next turn then my income should jump up a little bit. Now with these guys, I wonder if it's worth taking this settlement with them, which leaves Fury of Tyr kind of free to move down the western coast. I think that's probably a good idea. Let's take this settlement first of all. Just walk on in and take it. Awesome. We've got some more traits gained here as well. Uhtred is now a war chief, which is good. He's our heir, so he's probably going to take the... Well, he will become leader of the faction. When Guthfrid kicks it, which he's quite old now, so probably going to happen sometime soon. Yeah, let's move Swords of Wayland here to take this settlement. And that was another thing as well. So we've got quite a lot of is it Vedrefjord's forces moving up through this way. Looks like they're probably going to attack the Anglo-Saxons. There's a few of them. This one as well. That's good for me. I mean, they're my defensive ally or whatever, but actually works out in my favour at the end of the day. Because I don't want these guys kind of moving and taking too much of Ireland. I want it for myself, and it causes me a bit of a problem if I have to kick them out of here afterwards. Anyway, that's all future problems. Who else have we got? Let's have a look. Yeah, so it looks like the army here just sat themselves back into the settlement, so I'm actually going to move the Giant Slayers, start moving them south. I may even actually bring them out into the water first and sail them down the coast. If I can sail them down the coast, maybe get a little foothold over here somewhere, possibly. I can land them in the Anglo-Saxons' territory and then march them over somewhere. I just kind of want to contain the spread of the Anglo-Saxons, I guess, so taking these settlements is going to be really useful for me. We'll see. We'll put him to good use. Either that or I can bring him down this way and do the same thing. Just knock him down the coast a little bit. That's the other option. As I said, then Guthfrid is over here raiding. I'm just going to move him a little bit away again, just so he's definitely out of range of that particular city. Cool. And I think that's it for everybody. Again, just going to have a quick look around, see what buildings I want to make. Let's have a look. I guess Lloydis as well is another one I should probably make sure there's a good garrison, make sure it's strong and so on. I think we get the market hall going. A bit more income, and we can upgrade the garrison as well. Also got scope for another building here. The tavern is one that we didn't end up building, but I know we researched it ages ago. The church would give us public order, but I kind of don't think we need it here. Events are giving us +3 here to public order though, so that's not really 5, that's 2, +2. I guess that's enough. Don't need it to be any better. Actually, if I build a tavern, that gives us money and a bit of public order as well, so let's go for that one. Cool, that's all my money spent, and I think we end the turn there. Alright, so we've got some traits gained. Hereward, become influential, drops his loyalty. Let's check on him. Still got loyalty of 5, of 5, so that's fine. No concerns there. We've got attrition then for the Death Givers. Okay, yeah, we wanted to knock these guys out onto the ocean, didn't we? So that's fine, and then Thor's Hammer as well. These guys are out here raiding. Yeah, they're going to take a little bit of attrition. Don't think there's anything I can really do about that, even if I move them into the trees. The only way I get around it is by besieging the settlement, I think. In fact, even then, I think they would take attrition, so yeah, I'm just going to have to... take that, I think, unfortunately. Oh, I could move them over here, actually. Oh, there. Yeah, nice. Okay. That removes the attrition, although they took a tiny bit from moving through the snow. That's fine. Better than it would have been had they have waited there to the end of the turn. Cool. That's them sorted. And let's have a look. Then Rick Siege. Actually able to upgrade these guys, and I wonder if that's to do with their armour and weapons. I think it is. Let's, yeah, I think it is actually. Let's do it. We've got the money. Nice, tier 3. Awesome. Wonder if we can do the same with these guys. We can. Let's get that done as well. Costs a bit more, but that's fine. Income's very healthy now as well. Alright, looks like the Anglo-Saxons are kind of heading this way. We don't want to let them do that, so let's actually move them down here. Take this settlement first. And let's move these guys over this way instead. They should get there before the Anglo-Saxons do. And let's get the Fury of Tyr moving down to this one here. In fact, another massive settlement. No, they should be fine against that. We might have to fight that one personally, but that's okay. We've got a 14 stack over here, but I don't think they really pose as much of a threat. We've got plenty of forces around to take them out. Hopefully these guys will move back to attack this army. Yeah, cool. Alright, so we've still got attrition then, Fury of Tyr. That's a bit unfortunate, didn't realise, and they just took a bunch of casualties as a result of moving as well. Not ideal.
This is not yet possible.
I may have to leave them there for a turn, maybe just to get a bit of replenishment once the winter's passed. We'll see. Okay then, so I'm going to save my money this time because I think I'm going to get another army up and running when I can. Maybe I build them over here in Ardmaka. I'm going to assume that is the pronunciation, because they've got T3 weapons and armour. That'll actually help me out massively. In fact, can we start doing it now? No, you know what, let's just leave it until next turn, it's fine. Okay, I'll end the turn then. Alright then, so looks like we have another Viking raid. It's Hayden again, and they're sending raiders to the northeast of Britannia, so that I'm going to assume does fall under my jurisdiction, should we say. They may cause me a bit of a problem, but that's why we left one of our armies over that way, I guess. Thorkel then has lost some influence. Sorry, some loyalty, should I say. But his loyalty 6, so that's okay. Research available. Can't actually remember what we were doing in terms of research when we ended last time. I think maybe we did this one. Military prestige. Gives replenishment, but also +1 unit food upkeep, which would explain why my food's dropped quite drastically. Still got plenty though, so that's okay. Go for the next one. Campaign planning gives them sort of every army +10 campaign movement range. That's good. That's very good actually. And what does the next one do? Improves recruitment cost, improves upkeep. That's a good one. In fact, that's a very good one. 20%. Yeah, let's keep down this track for now. This seems to be a good one. Skills available for Tostig. Governor, let's put him into forager just for that extra bit of food. Okay, we need to find where this army of Hayden. Find where they are. There they are. Okay. So don't actually have any armies at all in this area, so they're going to pretty much have free reign against me, which is a bit annoying. What can I do about this then? A couple of options then, I guess. We have just put the Death Givers onto the shore. They're not too far away actually. We should probably deal with them first before we go take Thursa. So yeah, let's move them along. I don't want to fight them on the ocean because these guys suffer from seasickness, and I would imagine these raiders don't. Cool. Alright. I'm less worried about that now that I know that these guys are fairly close. Who else have we got then? Guthfrid, where's he? Over here. Looks like they're sitting tight in their settlement. So I mentioned about raising another army. I might have to do it over here somewhere instead. Somewhere where we can get them over there to help out. Maybe. We'll see. Rig siege then. Okay, we've got a few things to do over here. So let's take this settlement first of all. We'll occupy that one, and I'm thinking maybe... Actually, no, let's get them moving. So Anglo-Saxons look like they're taking this settlement here. We should probably come down and take this one if we can. Kill more. And then when we get the chance, the Sons of Wood, and then need to obviously move south to start helping out. But I want to make sure the Anglo-Saxons kind of don't take... Well, reduce the amount they are able to take. Because we're already moving inland a bit. Although they are getting their settlements kind of taken back from them. I guess just one of those we have to keep an eye on. Alright, I'm going to leave these guys here for one turn so that they can fully replenish, and then we'll besiege this settlement here. Hopefully this army stays put and don't come over to help out. And I think that might be it. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got the Giant Slayers. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking of raising new armies and so on to go help out over here. Why don't I just move these guys up? It makes more sense to me. And then they can move south after that to go back to Ireland, I guess. Yeah, don't know why it took me so long to figure that one out, but there we go. Bjorn and the Fury of Tyr, they were staying where they are, so is Guthfrid. Okay, cool. So next turn then I think there'll be a bit more going on. Now we've got plenty of money, so I think I am gonna recruit another army, and I guess we can do that down here now as well, and probably a good idea to do it down in Ireland. The other option I have would be to do it over here in the Midlands. That would be more just kind of in preparation for when we do go to war with the Anglo-Saxons. One interesting thing I've noticed actually is that the Anglo-Saxons at the moment, it looks like all their armies are down here in the south, kind of southwest, because this is where they've been getting attacked from. Looks like a lot of these territories over here, are they allies of the Anglo-Saxons? I'm not sure. Okay, they're a vassal kingdom of them. Okay, so ignore that. That is technically Anglo-Saxon territory. The armies, though, however, are all packed down here and also in Wales, it looks like. Yeah, so like southwest England, Wales, and Ireland. All their armies are bunched up around here, and they're also under attack from the Irish. I wonder if this might be like an opportune moment for me to go and attack them. I didn't want to do it until all of Ireland was taken, however, the kind of opportunity is presenting itself here for me to attack them. They're largely undefended. I reckon if I raise like a couple of armies around here, I could take a lot of their territory before they would even be able to react to me. I've got enough forces over here in Ireland that they can't really... Well, they're quite preoccupied over this way. I don't think they've got enough of a force to really be able to do anything about it. I wonder. I think with that all in mind, let's raise an army over here, maybe even two if we can afford it. So probably we would want one... Okay, let's have a think about this. We would want one in Lincoln maybe, to head to Drayton and head this way and maybe go up against Sussex. Yeah, that might be an idea. I can't see any of sort of where Sussex armies are, apart from there's one which is kind of up here somewhere. They'd be a bit of a problem for me. Not one I would be too concerned about. I'd be able to deal with it. Interesting. Okay, let's do it. Let's get some armies built. Recruited, should I say. Tell you what, I'll do this off camera, and I'll be back with you in a second, because I'll try and raise 2 armies, or as many as I can really, with the income that I've got. Alright, so it looks like I'm only going to be able to afford 1 army this turn at least anyway, but I can max it out. I can give a full stack of not too bad troops either, so this would be like a fairly decent army comp in my opinion. 4 sets of skirmishers, we've got 4 units of cav as well. Nice amount of spearmen to kind of hold the line. We've got axemen in there, 1 unit of swordsmen, only because I wanted to leave a couple here in case I need more. Yeah, I think this would not be a bad force at all. It's going to take around 3,000 of my income, which will leave me with about 2,000 per turn. So I guess that, taking that into consideration, we could maybe recruit 1 more smaller army, which isn't a bad idea. Maybe 1 or 2 more smaller armies that can just run around taking as many settlements as quickly as they can, and use this one as a kind of force to go up against any resistance, so to speak. Either way, I'm going to recruit them. Recruit these guys down here in Manchester. I think the next set of guys will get down here in Lincoln. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm happy with that. This isn't a definite plan, but I think if we recruit the armies, then we can see what the situation is in a few turns' time once they're all replenished up. Take it from there, I guess. So I think with that, is that the end of this turn? I believe it is. Yep. We'll leave it there, and I'll see you on the next turn. Alright, I thought this might happen, so the army... I forget which army it is now. The army that I sent up to help Guthfrid against Again, I can't remember the name of the faction here. Lachlan, that's it, sorry. So, the army that I sent up to fight, or help Guthfrid against Lachlan, they've been attacked by Lachlan, so they've sent the army out on boats, obviously knowing that they're better at sea than I am, so I'm actually going to retreat from this one, hopefully they don't chase me down. Okay, looks like they are going to chase me down. I guess two things here then, so I'm kind of sacrificing this army now. I'm going to auto-resolve it. I really can't fight the naval battles, and by the look of it, I don't have much of a chance anyway. But what it does mean is that Guthfrid can go and besiege Iowa there. Kind of unopposed, hopefully. We'll see. Anyway, let's auto-resolve this one. Let's fight it aggressively. Yeah, try to take out as many of their men, sorry, as we can. That'll help us. Right, so decisive defeat. We only managed to kill 472 of theirs. They did a number on us. It's fine. Actually, they've killed them all by the looks of it. Alright then, so it looks like Hayden have declared war on me again. That's fine, kind of expected that. Yeah, we lost a general there, unfortunately. Bit of a bad move from me. I probably should have put him into one of my cities first before moving in on up to the north, but never mind. Halfdan has lost some loyalty. Still got 6 loyalty of 6, so he's fine. Alright, we had a rebellion there as well, unfortunately. I think it was up here in the north somewhere. Oops, just shot straight past it. So, yeah, over here. Yeah, a bit unfortunate. I'll have to deal with it when I get a chance. Looks like over here in Stornock Way, the rebels have built up a bit of a force. Is what it is, I guess. We're going to have to deal with them at some point. It's a little bit annoying. There it is. These things happen. And we're going to move the Death Givers over then as well to go fight against this army of Hayden. I wonder if it's probably worth me getting them onto land here now. And yeah, I think it probably is. Move the rest of the way on land. Seeing as they're about to land as well, we'll probably take a couple of these settlements. We'll go take them out as soon as possible. Try not to let them get any kind of a footing here. And then I've got a couple of options. Either I send them north to deal with these rebellions up here, or I send them south, because if I do go to war with Sussex, or the Anglo-Saxons should I say, then Sussex are going to definitely attack me, so I'd need to have someone around to deal with that. It's a bit frustrating actually. I don't know why they're bringing them onto land here. Are they trying to move them across to go over towards Ireland? I'm not sure. Probably. Maybe I should let them do that. We'll see. We've got our army over here in Manchester who are still recruiting their troops. Another thing I noticed in Drayton, there was a rebellion, so that kind of helps me if Sussex can't bring their army over here. Well, two things actually. It might force Sussex to bring their army down here to take it back. Other option is I can take it. Just puts me a little bit closer to them before the start of all of this. I feel like I might be rushing this this plan a little bit, but it's too tempting. We'll see. Alright, let's carry on moving everyone over this way as well. Let's go take Kelmore. And oops, sorry. Occupy that. And let's get Sons of Woden moved. Yeah, down to the south. We want to probably keep them in this area if we do decide to go ahead with this plan. We want them down here. So let's keep them moving. Alright, and we've now got Fury of Tyr all fully replenished. Let's besiege this settlement here. Let's get the siege equipment built. And hopefully next turn we can take it. I don't think these guys have enough time to get all the way over here in one turn, so that's perfect. It doesn't look like there's actually many settlements I actually have to take over here in Ireland on the western coast, which is good. But if we are going to go to war with the Anglo-Saxons, best probably to make peace with some of these factions maybe, and then just focus on them. Don't know, we'll see. We'll see about that one. It would be good to get the Fury of Tyr over this way as well to kind of help out against any battles over here. If we do decide to go to war with them. It's going to be an absolute free-for-all though if we do. It's not necessarily a bad thing. In all the confusion, it might actually help us. Kind of weaken both of them, the Irish Vikings and the Anglo-Saxons, all at the same time. I guess mainland England is where I'm a little bit concerned because I don't have many armies. But as long as I recruit some, I guess that's fine. So my income's actually shot back up again, and I'm not too sure why this has happened, but it has shot up, even though we recruited this big army. Which makes me think I could probably afford another big full stack, but I want to be careful because if we go to war with the Anglo-Saxons, we're going to end up in this section of the Hay King, which will drop our income very so slightly. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to kind of play it by ear, but let's get another army up and running at least anyway. Get them down here to take this. Again, I'll do this off camera just to speed things up a little bit, and see you in a second. Alright, so we weren't able to max out this stack just because of the money that we've got in the pot right now. So next turn we'll probably be able to get a few more, which is cool. But yeah, it looks like we'll probably be able to get a nice force over here as well. Anyway, let's accept this. It's going to cost us another 1,500 per turn, a little bit of food. We've definitely got the income to play with, so that's fine. I'm just hoping this doesn't drop drastically for any reason, but we'll see. Keep an eye on it at least. And I think, are we ready to win the turn here? Let's have a look. So there's Ingrim, Bjorn over here. I think we only just besieged this settlement this turn, didn't we? Yeah, okay. Alright, end the turn there then. Alright then, so again, we've seen this particular event quite a few times now, so I'm not going to read through this one, but we'll focus his mind. He'll lose a loyalty. He'll still be on 4, so it's okay. And he'll gain Acrimonious. I don't think we've done this option yet, so I would like to see what Acrimonious does. Can't see it here though, never mind. Alright then, so a couple of things happened there. Let's just go through the bad first. Hayden over here did take one of my settlements. It was this one over here, Aberdeen. So let's get these guys marching down as quickly as possible. Again, don't want to let them get much of a foothold over here. My income's still looking healthy, looking okay, so that's good. It'll only get better once we start taking some of these settlements back, so that's fine. One thing I think I've just realised we didn't do is move Guthfrid, which was a big mistake because they're probably now fully replenished. That's a little bit annoying. That's a mistake on my part there. Never mind, let's just keep Guthfrid where he is raiding. If they decide to move off, then we'll besiege the city there. Yeah, that's a bit of a bad mistake, but never mind. Alright, so Brick Siege over here. Let's okay, bit of a consideration I've got to make here now is, do I actually want to start taking these settlements around the Anglo-Saxons? Because the Irish Vikings and their vassals are kind of sending armies up against them, which is kind of what I want them to do. I want them to be a nuisance to them over here and on the mainland as well. Because if I do attack them, they're probably going to send a lot of forces up against me. Can't actually see where their armies are, can I? Not easily anyway, I have to kind of pan around the map like this. Okay, never mind, it's fine. Let's just check this army first then. Looks like the replenishment's a bit slower here, which is a bit annoying. Should have maybe made them over there, but never mind, it's fine. We'll have to just wait. Let's recruit some more troops for them then, spend kind of the remainder of our money on that. What do we want to do for them? I guess they need some skirmishes, don't they? So give them 4 lots of skirmishes and maybe some cav. And probably some of these more elite troops as well. Only just not got enough money for that, that's okay. As a force in itself, that might be alright. Plenty of cav. They're only scout cav, but yeah, should be alright. I think maybe send them up against these guys when they're ready. Hopefully Sussex actually just move their own troops down there and get them out of my land. That's ideally what I would want. But let's see. One more turn and these guys are fully replenished. Wonder if 2 armies is enough to go to war with these guys. I mean, I'll kind of make short work of everyone, I would imagine. Only because there's no resistance though at the moment. I've just realised as well actually why my income went up is because we lost that army. So that's why. So I should probably build 1 more army as well. Even if it is a small one, we can still bring them down here, that's fine. So maybe next time we do that, smaller army. Maybe 10 units or so. They can just take all the smaller settlements and leave these bigger forces to take the walled settlements maybe. That might be an option. Anyway, let's check on Ireland over here then. So there's Guthfrid. Let's just keep him moving south. Because if we do go to war with them, we want to probably start over here. And can we now take this settlement? Still an even battle, this one. It's interesting because they're not the best troops here, I don't think. Oh, they've got mailed axemen. They've got plenty of skirmishers as well. So yeah, it's not a terrible force actually. I guess we just maintain the siege here if we can make them run out of supplies. It's probably better. Let them attack me. This army's not moving from where they are to help, so that's good as well. Looks like we've got low loyalty for Oswald. Well, where's Oswald? Got quite a lot of guys now. Governors, Oswald. Loyalty of 2. I'm sure we must have some estates or something we can give him. Where is he? Oswald, there he is. We've already given him a couple. Well, I have, like I said, I have plenty. If I take the agricultural estates from him, from Guthfrid, it drops our food a little bit. I think the religious estate's probably the better one to do, so let's give him one of them. Keep him at 3 for now, that's fine, we don't need to overdo it. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Right, well, this siege we're going to maintain. I think that's all the other armies. Let's actually just go through them and make sure. So, Guthfrid's kind of raiding over here. It's going to come to a point where I might have to just attack over here. It's just because the garrison's fairly strong. I feel like we'd probably lose that battle. Maybe not, I don't know. Rick Siege. Yeah, I wonder if it's worth moving him this way a little bit. Or just leaving him where he is. And once the Fury of Tyr have taken that settlement there, we just move everyone over this way and try and take care of the Anglo-Saxons first of all. Yeah, interesting. Ingrim, he's replenishing over here, that's fine. Bjorn, yep, he's besieging that settlement. And then the Dragon Slayers over here, they're replenishing at the moment too. So we'll just leave them all to it, I guess. And I think, guys, that's going to be where I end this episode. So if you made it this far, as always, thanks for watching. It really is appreciated. As well, if you've got any tips or feedback for me, leave them in the comments down below. I'll be sure to read those and respond. And if you'd like to see more content like this, more Total War, I'm actually going to start. I'm hoping to create some more content, different games and so on soon as well. So if you want to see that kind of thing, hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. So with all that said, I will see you guys on the next one.